So, I checked. This doesn't sound like as long as it feels, but we have been playing, with a couple of bumps in the road, we have been playing bad games for 81 days, which is, when you consider the fact that I play games every day, that's 81 days of bad games. That's not like, and then I took the week off. No. That's just the playtime. And it's been a thing. It has absolutely been a thing, and it has been interesting. We did it. Got a lot of historically significant games locked in. Got a lot of games that are like relevant or at the beginning of their franchise or whatever. Well, I say bad games because there's plenty of games that actually scored pretty well, and several games that scored better than I thought it would in that block. But like, Chrono Cross was still really frustrating, right? That's regardless of how it dropped the ball at the end, there were still issues, especially with that one freaking boss fight. You get the idea, right? It's been a trip. Oh, sorry. I have a bit of a tradition. Every time around Christmas, I get one thing a nog, right? Well, they have a local brand here. Oh, that is smooth. Mm. Oh, that is really good. Holy crap. I might have to get more than one of those. We also got snow. It's someone's first snow. That was Pearl. I was late this morning starting. She was very excited about snow and snow related things. Anyways. So, yeah. Pokemon Violet. 81 days. This is officially the end of the awful block, right? 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 Okay, real talk. I am 100% willing to curse myself here. Shove my foot as hard into my mouth as I possibly can and say that this is going to be a good game. We'll see, of course. I look forward to seeing how bad it is. But before we go anywhere, we probably should go ahead and mention that the game does deserve launch negatives. I've actually been thinking about the specifics of how many negatives this one deserves, and based on some previous evidence, I think we're going to go ahead and just give it one. It was inconsistent, it was problematic, and it was graphically issues. I can also attest personally, this is not going off of any internet reports, if that makes any sense, right? There's no secondhand or thirdhand information here. I have literally watched my eldest sit down and play this game and have graphical bugs and optimization issues. So, yeah. First, thank you, Torma Chris, as always. The highest launch negatives we've ever given is Diablo 3, because Jesus Christ, Diablo 3 had a terrible launch. Like an impressively bad launch. Usually, this is about when I tell you all kinds of behind-the-scenes-y kind of stuff. Oh, worse than Cyberpunk. Yes, legitimately worse than Cyberpunk. That's a good question, Doom Rider, but we can only define that as we go forward, right? In other words, the launch issues were the ones for the Switch 1 launch. We are not playing this on the Switch 1. We are playing the Switch 2 version. If it still has issues, then those will deserve their own negatives. But we're not there yet. So we cannot give negatives for something that does not exist yet. Does that make sense? Like, we have precedence in this. Pokemon Arceus, a game I loved, by the way. I highly recommend Pokemon Arceus. Was a game we gave plenty of graphical issues to because it was a buggy, unoptimized mess, right? Still a great game. Still recommend it, by the way. But yeah. Well, you're not listening to me, Trihexia. I literally, as I just mentioned, this is a game that I have been right there during a playthrough at launch, like the day after it came out. Anyways, so Sub-Zero asks a question I get every time we bring up launch negatives. And the answer is actually really simple. Because launch state doesn't impact the game how it is now. And you're absolutely right. Launch date is the exception that proves the rule. It's the one thing that we give a negative for that has nothing to do with how the game is currently. It is just there as a marker and a reminder for companies that do bad practices. Yeah, it's so devs don't just get away with it. Because there are plenty of games that have been patched into acceptability. I just mentioned two of them, Cyberpunk and Diablo 3. That does not change the fact that both of those devs had a terrible launch. I know it's not like I'm going to stop the industry from doing it, but from a review perspective, from being as fair as possible, I legitimately believe, and that's why this is a thing, that there needs to be a marker, some kind of detriment for the fact that they were like, bleh, at launch, right? There needs to be some kind of notation indicating that, yeah, they done screwed up, yo. And yeah, publishers is usually what I mean by this. Could there be a launch positive? No. No, I don't think so. The ARR Miracle was actually what I was thinking of, but that really is a truly unique positive that we gave to ARR and nothing else. So, no. Hi, Zektat. So, Torma Chris, you want to put one of those? I'll put two of those. Two of those towards Expedition 33. But what do you want to put the rest towards? Yeah, it's ARR is kind of its own thing, really. It really the ARR Miracle positives were a very unique situation. Um, yeah, maybe like a game that had no crunch and no bull crap might be a launch positive. I don't know. We could workshop that. That would also be kind of an asterisky situation since a lot of indie devs would fall pretty neatly into that without issue, whereas most AAAs would stumble at that one. I don't know. Something we could chew on in the future. But for the moment, correct, Act. You cannot. For the moment, I want to share because usually this is when I say my behind the scenes stuff for a given game. But in this exact case, I have been deliberately walking into this very, very blind. The only stuff I know about this game is basic osmosis stuff and things I've been talking about over the last few days while we were playing Pokemon Red. But there's one thing I did learn, and we actually mentioned this during the Pokemon Red stream. It's the fact that Game Freak actually sat down and did a major overhaul of the meshes, skeletons, and the lighting effects on all of the Pokemon in this game. Impressive. That's a lot of work, and it is a lot of work. Then they took the animations that they've been using since X and Y and tried to attach them to the new models. Now, what's really funny is even ignoring the fact that you, listening to this right now, whoever you are, could effortlessly tell me that that's a terrible idea. The devs themselves there's this wonderful interview where they talk about how it caused them so many issues in the development pipeline because they kept like stumbling and having problems and having to like crudely attach animations to skeletons that did not have the same nodes, right? And it's just, guys, just now, having said that, I will tell you this is presumption. I'll tell you exactly what happened. Presumably, what happened was they were told you get X amount of time and budget to overhaul any tech debt stuff you want to. And they did not have time to redo animations and graphics, so they picked to overhaul the graphics of the Pokemon specifically, obviously. Bet you money that's exactly what happened. Anyways, they got to hit that merchandising window, okay? We have quarterly returns to make, okay? The $100 billion we make every minute is not enough. Did they succeed? That's only one way to answer that one. Let's go ahead and do this. Are we still here? Yep, we're still here. Perfect. So. Right. Hang on. Hang on. Is this what I think it is? Hang on. Yep. Okay. Okay. That's actually kind of irritating, but that's okay. I can make that work. Yeah, this is the little one save. I'm gonna have to actually erase that save because I need it to be on my Lore Runner account because that's the one with the online account. Yeah, by the way, speaking of negatives we're giving right out the bat, single save slots continues to be a negative. I don't care whatever stupid excuse they have for it. I don't care. I don't care. Oh, okay. How do I delete a save? Hmm. Okay, well, hang on. Yeah, no negative to November. And we're done. All right, 1 second, Judo Joker. So we need to do... There we go. Save data management. No, I need to delete the save data, not the thing itself. Here we go. Found it. Excuse me. Yeah, I heard, Lenerv. I look forward to the negatives. Okay. That clue should be good now. It's fine. The eldest hasn't played this in quite a while and can make a brand new save on another thing if that is a desired state. Um... Why does that affect my eyes? Okay, all these kind of suck. You know, normally I'd say, how can you not care about character customization? Then I remembered that I have a friend named Dawn who does not care at all about character customization. Tends to go with just the default in all circumstances. Yeah, I noticed bald was not an option, by the way, Von Falkenstein. Some of these are terrifying. There we go. Join the Ultramarines. I have given in to the demonic side. No, we'll go with that. I like our options are smiling or creepy smiling. Oh, nope, never mind. There's a frown. No. Smiling or ooh. Aggregate. So it's the UVA Academy enrollment application. Okay. Enrollment complete. Here's what autosave is. Off the screen. There we go. Nope. Stop doing that. Oh my god, hang on a second. God damn it. And sorry, I'm having a technical issue. Stop selecting the thing. Sorry, this is really bothering me. Just give me a second, please. I don't know why I can't get rid of this. Oh god, okay, whatever. Leading the way into the future while valuing our individuality. It's time for you two to dive into the world of Pokemon. Ah! Director Clavel. I am pure evil. Because I'm an old person in a Pokemon game. Aldea is a sprawling region bursting with lush nature and magnificent landscapes. It is also, of course, home to the mysterious creatures known to us as Pokemon. What's a Pokemon? They reside here in great numbers, in fact. Yeah, you can tell that's a new texture and stuff. They did some work there. Pokemon can be found living all over, in the seas, in the skies, even in our cities and towns. We humans coexist with Pokemon as we both help one another to live and thrive. UVA Academy is here to help you learn even more about these precious partners. Within our halls, people from all regions gather to study together. And as Pokemon trainers, they have their Pokemons do battle, growing alongside them. While our robust curriculum of coursework helps our students draw forth their fullest potential. So within these halls, you will find your friends, your Pokemon, and your true self. We, the faculty and staff at UVA Academy, cannot wait to welcome you with open arms. What the hell is that? Oh, right. It's a spoiler. There we go. No! What's his face? My bike! Well, I guess he's dead. Oh well. Nice room. We have a Drifloon, that one fairy type I can't remember, and the stupid Apple Dragon as stickers. Like, why? Why these three? Who picked these, mother? It's okay, we have a Switch. This one, it's the new Nintendo Switch system. This one's got a bigger screen. Nobody likes Appleton. Don't lie to me. My mom built these shelves herself. They're neatly decorated with my belongings. Oh my god, I have a... oh god, what's it called? Hop-Ip planter. It's a Squovit plush made with using nice, soft material. Jesus Christ, I have a luxury bedroom. Look at this! We appear to be semi-limited. Ah. Thank you for the sub, Judo Joker. If you give me a moment, I'll jot that down. For Paper Mario Origami King, Pseudo Regalia, and to the tissues. Then we have Witcher 3, Plague Tale 2, I forget what it's called, and Midnight. Thank you, Dream Whisperer, as always. So, like, this is actually a pretty impressive room, all things considered. That's a lot of effort put into something we're probably only going to see once ever. I need to fix that. Please let me fix that. Double inversion. Thank God. We can also turn off camera? What? Ooh, we can make the camera far away, too. Nice. Autosave, yes. Show nicknames, yes. Skip cutscenes is a toggle? Plus to gameplay. No, I'm kidding. We can mute Pokemon cries, sound effects, background music separately, and of course turn off Rumble. We will do that. Surprisingly good settings for a Nintendo game on the modern stuff. Modern Nintendo games tend to be, let's be honest, pretty bad about options. What? Alright, let's go see how smoking hot her mother is. Well, she might be too young for that. Good morning, runner. Nah, too young. Already in uniform and everything. What is your first day at your new school, after all? I'm so excited for you. Still, I don't want to cool your engines before you go racing out the door. The school contacted me and said you're supposed to wait here a while longer. Their words, not mine. Apparently there's something very important for your first day that still hasn't arrived. Maybe that's the very thing we're waiting for. Get the door, would you? Yeah, she looks young. Like, I'm obviously joking around because it's a joke. But, like, no, she looks young. And we're at, like, what, 10? So she has to be at an absolute high-end 30. And even that's pushing it. It's okay, because we've got some cans of food. We've got a little holder thing. We got some candles for some reason. This is a really clean kitchen. We've got an apple. Lots of apples, actually. And some more just... What? Shut up or die. Oh my god. Do forgive the intrusion. You're Master Runner, yes. On behalf of the Academy, I must apologize for the late arrival of your enrollment documents. Oh, and also my delay in introducing myself. I am the director of Uber Academy, the secret villain of this game. You may call me Mr. Clavel. Director? You came in person to help my son on his first day? I am responsible for the entire Academy, including any failures on its part. So, at last of the enrollment documents that should have already been delivered to you. Goodness, you really needn't have. Since you come all this way, can I at least offer you a cup of tea? No need to trouble yourself. Well, I have a thing or two to discuss with the director. Why don't you head back to your room and finish getting ready for school? You'll need your bag and your hat. Now, Mr. Clavel, you simply must join me for a cuppa. This way. Oh, how can I refuse such a kind offer? See, if he was a woman, I'd be all over him. So, I'm not sure I understand your question, Sub-Zero. A lot of people move via camera. I literally can't demonstrate right now. But, like, rather than turning like this, right, you turn the camera so you are always you going forward relative to the camera. And you tilt the camera to change where you're going. This goes all the way back to when 3D controls first existed, back in things like Mario 64. So what is natural and intuitive for people with regards to where that camera goes varies. Some people prefer double regular, some people prefer double inversion, some people prefer one or the other. There's 4 options total. Yeah, pretty similar, Mook. Pretty similar concept. So, for me, double inversion is how this works for me. It is completely automatic in my brain. I have to actually take a mental step to remember when I am not on double inversion. It's like an extra delay in every input I do. And the reason why is because of flight games, like TIE Fighter or the like. Because if you had a flight stick, you do this to go up because you're tilting up, right? And that's to go down. This goes to the left, and this goes to the right. Yeah, exactly, Huthor. That's baked into my brain, and has been for 30 years. I can't unlearn that at this point in my life. Spain, I have been told, Dream Whisperer, a few days ago. The Iberian Peninsula. Look, it's okay. I've got this giant fleet, Uthor. Filled with gold. I like it's like downloadable content. You already own it. Thanks, game. Oh, just look at you, all ready for your big first day. Yes, the uniform of our storied academy suits you quite well indeed. Oh, gracious, how very careless of me. I'd entirely forgotten I have something else for you, Master Runner. A most important thing. But your living room is hardly the place for it. Would you care to follow me outside? Is that an Ampharos, Kaisen Saru? I wonder what this important thing might be. Let's follow the director, shall we? Yeah, duh. I think we're actually older now, because this is like high school. Right then, my dear Pokemon. Time to come out of your Pokeballs. We're never picking the duck. Ever. We provide each student entering the academy a Pokemon of their own. I'll ask you to choose which amongst these three partners you'll have. The best Pokemon objectively. A apple. Or the toothpaste Pokemon. They're all very good company. They usually refuse to leave my side. What's this? So they're more interested in you than familiar old me. I do wish I could stay and see which ones you'll choose, but I must be off to my next visit. I'll be at the house just over there. Take your time with your decision, and then come find me once your mind is made up. Now, if you'll excuse me until next we meet. What mannerly fellow... What a mannerly fellow that director of yours is. These three are all lovely, but you need to choose just one, huh? Not an easy task. I'll take this opportunity to walk about with little ones. Get to know them. Oh, but before you go, I've got a little something to celebrate your big day. Take it off if you're going on your own. Oh, it's my phone. Poor Rotom. What are the instructions? You can check them out. Okay. There's a taxi. Oh, right, we just start with flight. Which I'm down with. So we're down here. So this has got to be Portugal, right? Over here. What? Oh, it's the rotation is weird. Okay, how do I... there we go. Hey, that makes more sense. Okay. So yeah, we're down here. Yeah, that was just disorienting. Listen, this is totally Spain, okay? You can tell by the great crater there, where the final boss awaits. Oh, I misread that. I thought you said you ate an entire bowl of chilies, Mr. Red. Apparently, there's 3 types of Pokemon down here, which I have not caught yet. I'm assuming I haven't caught those. There's the main quest. Oh, there's our zoom layers. We also have 4 lighthouses, which are definitely not going to be plot related. Ah! Ah! They specifically have a counter for shiny. That's actually funny. And recipes collected, badges collected. There's probably going to be some info in game positives. Because, I mean, they did that in Pokemon Sword and Shield as well. This is me. Yes. No. Yeah. Where's me? Where's my face? I can't find my face. I can't find my face. You know what? That's just, there we go. Behold. That's just me, right? Hey, there we go. Here's my giant freaking house with chili peppers hanging outside. Hobbs. I have no brain. Here's the Pokemon I won't be taking with me. Perfect. We'll just live with that for now. Oh yeah, look at that zoom out. Look at that. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Whoops. Oh dear God. Okay, hold up. Hold up. Oh no, there's no option. No! Surely that's an option here, right? I mean, that would just make sense. Right? Right. Damn. So, the radar is rotating with me, which I'd actually rather it not do. Why would I... Elizar, you always ask me the strangest questions. So, rather than give you a sarcastic response, I will simply say, yes, I decided to do my job. So, here's the thing. Hold up, hold up. I know I was saying earlier that we would take the cat. But, like... I need to double check something really quick here. Because I think we won't actually be taking the cat. Even though the cat is objectively the best choice. Don't worry, there's a logic here. There's a logic here. Anybody who was there for the Pokemon Red run already knows why. Okay, so we've got Meowscarada, which is Grass Dark. We've got Quagaval, which is Water Fighting. And most importantly all, we have Skeledirge, which is Fire Ghost. Oh, it's double. Okay, thank you, Giga. Hey! Oh, that's so much better. Oh, it's so much better. I know some people prefer having the mini-map, like, being a thing, but no. So yeah, so this is our camera options. Hang on. Personally, I mean, the cat. I knew I was going to take the cat the moment this game was announced. So if we do close camera, let's see how bad that is. That's not as close as I was afraid. This is Cabo Poco. It's not much, but it's a little pinchy community. It's home. Hi. Thank you for letting me run at normal speed. The power of science is amazing. If you connect with friends, you can head out on adventures together, up to 4 of you at a time. Yeah, I like that pop-in. That's the Arceus pop-in. Trademark Arceus pop-in right there. Uh-oh. Aww. Aww. Are you these three's trainer? Not quite. Master Rona has yet to make his choice, you see. I do wonder which he will choose. Oh, he's still eating the charcoal fruit. No, if my mother's too young, she's way too young. Buenas. We haven't met, have we? I must say, I wasn't expecting you to see you here quite so soon. Hang on, Director. Is this who I think it is? Because he's British, Sub-Zero. Yes, this is our Academy's newest student, Master Rona. He'll be attending as of today. So you're the kid who moved up the road. I've been dying to find out more about you. I'm Nimona. Normally I live in the school dorms, but home is here. What do you say? You are rich, lady. Also, I like the hair. Want to be friends? Yes, but only because of the hair. Love the enthusiasm. We're going to get along just fine. Miss Nimona is president of our student council and a champion-ranked trainer in her own right. I absolutely love Pokemon battling. In fact, we should battle right now. You and me. Easy now. You two will have the you two will be in the same class, so they have plenty of time to battle later. And get to know one another better, of course. We're gonna be neighbors and classmates. Nice. Be able to battle all we want. Yes, the free experience. Yes. On that note, Master Rona, have you decided which of these Pokemon you'd like to be our first partner? Sure. I've already decided. So, who wants to be our fire ghost? Okay, so this is amusing. To me, anyways. So... Lord H. Again. Look, if there's any dragon ghosts, we'll talk. Mr. Red was close. So was Doom Rider, for that matter. Fuecoco seems to have taken quite a liking to you, Master Rona. Oh, right! This isn't the awful block. I have to give thank yous. Sorry. Whenever I do a block, I do thank yous the first game, and then I just don't for the later games. So I forgot we weren't playing in the awful block. I mean, it's Pokemon Violet. It's so crap, right? This game is garbo. It's trash. You have to say, you gotta really, like, add more vowels to it as you're saying trash. Like, you gotta... Let me find Violet. So, shoutouts and thank you to Oculus, Archeon Vale, Asdamine, Blue Dragon EXE, Braguin, Chill Pangolin, Croatia, Psycloud, Dame Celeste, Darkrai 69, David Walensky, Direct D, Doom Rider 56, Dream Whisperer, Ect Klug, Irame, Thin 89, Floating Triangles, Frieza 2000, Game Geek 5698, Immortal Slime 88, Inocience, Johnny Bigby, Jordan Freemeyer, Judo Joker, Cleaning Gunk Off of My Glasses. No, that's not a character name. I just thought I'd mention it. Although, honestly, if I had someone whose actual username was Cleaning Gunk Off My Glasses, you'd probably believe me, wouldn't you? Judo Joker, Justin T. 1977, Little One, Loke the Night Reaper, Lord Harrowmont, Lucas Slaughter, Mana Brent, Mike 12192, Mizuno Speedruns, Morganite Skies, MPPY, Mr. Red 97, Nameless Baron, Nighthawk 477, Panka 98, Pesnator, Fife 9, President Clamp, Ronzada, Ross, Savacom, Spinobi, Thomas Bancroft, Tukio 6v6, Valerian Wraithwall, Warpcore, Wenlock, Wilking 15, Wolverine 12, Rykos, Zephyrin, the person who put this game on the list who is also a majority shareholder, Shadow Machine, several other majority shareholders, including Alex Korbianiki, Blade Traval. I thought there was one more. Nope. And then our majority shareholder by a huge margin, and pretty much the single-handed reason why this run got funded, Maverick. Thank you, all of you, very, very much. Little One donated $38. I actually have figures for this kind of stuff. Funny how that works. It's still snowing. Sorry. Snow. You don't want to know how much Maverick donated. This is your first Pokemon, yes. Raise it with love and care. Of course, be sure to keep it tucked safely inside the Pokeball. But I want it to follow me around. I've been able to do that since Yellow. Let me... Okay. Runner, can't believe you actually choose Fuecoco. Why? I mean, like, way to make such a perfect choice for you. You do make such a good combo. So, I combine with a ghost very well. Did I choose one of these Pokemon? Can I choose one of these Pokemon too, direct level? Oh, but did you not receive a Pokemon when you entered the Academy, Miss Nemona? Not back then, no. I had other Pokemon I was focused on raising at the time. But now I want to raise a new Pokemon alongside Runner while he raises his own special new partner. Indeed, that is a rather splendid... Yeah, a fiery ghost crocodile. That's you! If you wish to raise one of these Pokemon on equal footing with Master Runner here, I shall be more than happy to allow it. Okay, real talk, that's kind of a cool idea. Now, hear me out for a second. We have a rival who's already an experienced trainer, right? But, in addition to that, like, they want to be a proper rival, so rather than using any of their high-leveled, overpowered Pokemon, they start fresh, like we are. That's kind of neat. I like that. Yeah, she's New Game Plusing, exactly. Like, I'm kind of with that concept. That would have made me be a lot less irritable when Blue was just sweeping everything, despite the fact that we kept keeping up with him. Since Runner choose Fuecoco, I'll go for the little one. You're going for the grass? Nice to meet you, Sprigatito. Welcome to the team. Alright then. Now we've chosen our Pokemon, we have to battle. I'll be waiting for you at the beach. Come join me when you're ready. Yeah, she wants the handicap. That says something. As you may have noticed, Mr. Mon is a tad overly fond of Pokemon battling. But I do hope you'll join her for a battle. It'll help you to know your own Pokemon as well. So, hang on. Oh, this is a thing. Well, since it's winter... Poof, as they say. How did I pull up the freaking... hang on. Your auto heal feature will automatically select items to your back and use them to heal. We'll use these in this order. Nice, actually. And very Dragon Quest. Hang on. Ah, damn it. Ah, damn it. Okay, hang on. See if that fixes it. Nope, it did. Look, it's actually still set to toy camera filter. Do you see that? That's interesting. Okay. Even though it says no filter. What happens if we do film reel? That didn't... Nope, we're still on... Okay. Oh, hang on, hang on. I think this is actually default. I think this is the default filter. Because... Yeah, so that is definitely a bug. Holy crap. At some point we'll get some positives, I swear. Listen, it is my job, apparently, in life to just find bugs. You think that's a joke? Hang on, let me show you something, right? Let me show you something. I'm going to go down here. Just for a second. Just for a second. I just want to show you something, okay? So, these are the kind of bugs I tend to find. If you can't tell what the bug is there, his upper body isn't moving. So... Hang on, I got another one. Same bug, by the way. Honestly, it looks even funnier on a Blood Elf because, I mean, just look at it. Yes, these people have escaped from the Ministry of Silly Walks. Anyways, okay, so now that we fixed the frickin' colors. Oh, hey, and this is what I was talking about with moving. See what I mean? Some people like to move with the camera. I am one of those people. Go over here! Run away! Quick, run away! Okay, okay, fine. Anyone can be a Pokemon trainer as long as they have Pokemon at their side. It's our duty as trainers to help Pokemon grow stronger through battle. You ready for Battle Me? No, actually. Don't get cold feet on me now. I want to see what you got. Listen, I was asked a question, and I must answer it. That's basically GTA rules right there. Perfecto. I'm so excited for this battle. I think I'll use Miss Nemona. I trust you remember that Master Runner is wholly inexperienced in Pokemon battling. Whoops. Good call, Director. I was about to send one of my usual partners right off the bat. I guess I'll take my chance to try my new buddy instead. Were you just going to send like a level 50 Death Doom onto my face? Jesus, Nemona. I know this is your first Pokemon battle, so let's just have some fun. Must have been studying up. Smart move. Fire strong against grass. I mean, played this game before. I mean, I've liked Pokemon soundtracks since, like, Gen 5, so, yeah. Yep, that's an X and Y animation right there. Yeah, I lost to blue and red once. Look at you winning your first battle ever. You've got more potential than I thought. You're going to be a strong trainer for sure. Now I want to try a different strategy. Let's go again. Just one more battle. Master Runner and his Fuecoco are surely weary already. No, I could keep going. Sorry, I kind of got caught up in the excitement. I'm really sorry. It saved your Fuecoco. We'll definitely battle more. Yes! You two seem to be becoming fast friends, though you've only just met. How old is she supposed to be? She's almost like 6 inches taller than us. She's as tall as he is, for perspective. I'm sure he can learn a great deal from a champion-ranked trainer such as yourself. You bet, sir. Oh, that reminds me, since you're new to training Pokemon, here's an app you'll need. You have a smartphone, right? Of course. It's called a Pokedex. Some old loser a few years ago came up with it. It's a must-have for Pokemon trainers. Super handy app. Our homeroom teacher, Mr. Jock, actually made it himself. Back in my day, we used ordinary paper and handwritten notes to compile our Pokedexes. It's quite the age we live in now. Ugh, filling out a Pokedex by hand? I couldn't even imagine how much work that would take. I suppose you can't. No matter how much times change, the wonder of meeting new Pokemon never does. It is a timeless pleasure. The more Pokemon you encounter, the more you'll find yourself growing and changing. Hope you'll both work hard towards the goal of completing your own Pokedexes. Now, Mr. Mona, I do have a few matters to discuss with your parents, who are apparently super-duper rich. But I depend on you to see Master Runner to the Academy. You'll be doing me quite the favor. Of course, leave it to me. I leave you in your capable hands. Alright, little one, it's time you and I were on our way. I like to think that it's not actually a Rotom, because, you know, that would be weird. It makes more sense that it's a Rotom-branded phone, right? Like earlier we saw the Hoppip planter. That's probably not literally a Hoppip that we have carved out and put seeds into, right? I mean, come on. Maybe I ought to make a little more time to work on my Pokedex along with my battling. Oh, right. Speaking of, you've probably never caught a wild Pokemon, huh? I'll show you the ropes. Come with me. So, here's our Pokedex. Interesting. Fuecoco. Its flame sac is small, so energy is always leaking out. This energy is released in the dent atop its head and flickers to and fro. Habitat unknown. Just hold on. What? Wait, hang on. Anyways. Let me jot down some thoughts here really quick. Someone, I think it was Sub-Zero, asked, how do I pick which version we play? Usually I'm pretty arbitrary about it. Like, for example, we played White 1, so we'll be playing Black 2, just for, like, parity. But for the modern stuff, a shield is more interesting than a sword, and I like Violet more than I like Scarlet, as far as colors. That's actually it. Like, my preferences usually boil down to my color preferences, or whatever is applicable. So, for example, I prefer red of the originals, then silver of Gen 2, then leaf green, and then sapphire. Platinum is kind of a gimme, actually. So it's emerald. So emerald, platinum, then black, white 1, black 2. I think we went with X for X and Y. Moon for sun and moon. And then shield, I just mentioned that. And then violet. And I think it's everything. Diamond to pearl? Platinum. But if I had to pick, I'd pick diamond. Yeah, why are there still two versions? Money. It is money. I even asked that question on my poll today, Sub-Zero. I don't know if anybody answered it, but I did ask that. This person says they flip a coin. This person picks based off of the legendary. And that's the only responses I've gotten so far. Yeah, every time I launch a new game, I put up a poll on YouTube. I'm pretty sure most people don't see it, but I still do it because some people do. If YouTube was doing its job correctly, and wasn't shoving me down because I am Hitler, who was a fascist who committed suicide, then those should just show up in your feed. In fact, I bet money. Here, let me actually pull this up, just because I'm curious. Just pull up my own YouTube for a second. Let's just go through the feed. There it is, actually, right at the top. Holy crap. Well, I will answer my own poll honestly. I picked based on the color of the name, which apparently 49% of people do. Holy crap. One of the options I gave, because I know I have done this once in my life, is I would specifically get the color or version that my friends do not. In other words, if, like, Gary was going to get, I think it was... What was that? I think he got black, so I got white in Gen 5. Stuff like that. Sorry. I'll jot down more details on that later. There's no poll push-ups, except for one on YouTube, obviously. Oh, Runner. I hear Nimona will be taking you to school. That's right, ma'am. Leave it to me. So you've already managed to make a friend. Sort of. And I read all about the wonderful teachers you'll have looking after you at school. Many handy facilities you can use as much as you like. I'm so glad your dad is off abroad fighting in the Great War in order to afford this school for you. Sounds like your school life is shaping up to be fantastic. Japan, please stop fetishizing school. Okay, maybe fetishizing is the wrong word. Romanticizing? We'll go with romanticizing. Now, you'll be staying in the school dorm, so I want you to promise me you'll eat proper meals. Here's a bit of spending money. Also, I packed your lunch. A sandwich. A dish made by sandwiching vegetables, meat, and other ingredients between two pieces of bread. A fantastic meal when out on a picnic. Oh, maybe you better take these too. Potion. Psst. Use them on precious little partner of yours. Should it get hurt in battle? I know every day of your new life is going to be full of exciting experiences far from home. Try to savor them all. The good times and the hard times, too. Before you become a salaryman, like your dad. Oh, right then. You two better be off, I suppose. Wait, do we have a dad? Are we a ditto? Favorite type of sandwich? Warm. Your mother's so nice. A little young. Oh, but I was going to teach you how to catch wild Pokemon. Come on, vamos. Go and go back to bar. I don't know if Pokopia is on the list or not, but I'm playing the crap out of that the day it comes out. The textures? I mean, the pop-in is terrible. I mean, just watch these flowers. You can literally see the culling line right in front of us there. That's like 20 feet out. Look at that. What's strange is we've already had several close-ups of Pokemon where the textures have been actually pretty decent. I don't want to say good, but certainly decent. But, like, this is 3DS territory. Honestly, no, this is... yeah, 3DS. I'll stick with that. 3DS territory. This looks like a PSP game. The design is good. That's actually frustrating, to be quite frank. There's good color usage, there's good styling, there's good approach, there's good placement. Like, whoever actually sat down and put everything in its place did their job, right? Like, look at this shot right here for just a second. Tree, flowers, bushes, non-colored bushes, low brick, marble staircase going up to high brick and gateway. Fancier trees inside the place, because of course the mansion would have the fancier trees. Nice blue lacquer, whatever that is, roof style, and blah blah blah. Like the framing, the style, the placement. Whoever actually put this stuff out into the world did their job. But the things they were putting out in the world are not impressive, if that makes sense. So, like, this is going to be kind of a weird one, because the brickwork is probably going to be a positive and a negative. Because, I mean, just look at that. I know I'm getting right up into its face, but it's the best way to really emphasize my point. Even the grass isn't really particularly impressive. It's a weird one. Like, even the fence here is kind of properly off-kilter rather than static. I don't know, it's just weird. I mean, so, even this road here, someone bothered to think about where the dirt would be versus the bricks, versus the infrequent, not linearly placed slabs that are marking the road, right? And when I say not linearly placed, look at that, you can actually see the mesh here, right? You can see that there's that tilts a little bit to the left, this one tilts a little bit to the right, this one's uneven, and then the next one is a little bit further, and the next one is a little bit further down, and so forth and so on, right? Like, someone clearly sat down and thought about placing each of these individual slabs of concrete on the side of the road to make this look like something real. That's what brickwork is trying to sell the illusion of that you're actually at the place and giving context where you are. But then you zoom in on the things, and it's just that. Anyways. But yeah, this is probably going to be one of those brickwork positive and negative situations. Now that we've fixed the filter bug, I also have to mention the colors are really nice. I know we don't talk a lot about color design, but this is some good color design, as most Nintendo games have good color design, honestly. Like, those are some sharp greens, some good contrasting yellows, nice gradients of blues in the sky and the ocean, and so forth and so on. But of course, we're only on the first screen here, metaphorically speaking, so let's see what the rest of the game looks like. Alright, this here's Poco Path. Hey, there's our tower. It's a path that leads to adventure for you and me. Out there, things are different than in town. You're gonna see wild Pokemon out and about. They'll be on the path and in the grass and such. The audio stutter. Don't get too close to one, you'll have to battle. You got a Fuecoco for that, right? Hit refresh, Bladeball. It's a Twitch thing. If you want to try to catch a Pokemon, you gotta use Pokeballs. If I could pause for a moment to mention the texture thing, her textures are fine. I don't want to overpraise, but you can clearly see the fabric in her shirt, for example, which contrasts the more leathery look of whatever glove she's got going on. And her hair looks different, and her skin looks different. Like, she looks fine. So obviously some effort was put somewhere. The body is weird. This is a Pokeball. It's a Lechonk. Oh hey, I have camera here. Yep, X and Y animations. Down B! And we gain experience for catching, which, I'm going to say this for the 15th time, is one of the better decisions they ever made in this franchise. I forget when exactly they started that. I know they had that as of Let's Go. But, like, for real. The ability to gain experience while catching smooths out the leveling curve substantially. Would like to give Lechonk a nickname. Oh, we actually caught him. Does he become Ghost? Hang on, let's look that up real quick. Aw. Okay, well in that case, would anyone like to be not a member of the party, Lechonk? I'll try to level everything, but we're doing a ghost run. So this will not be a member of the party if you want to join, if you want to be in. Yeah, down B is a joke. There were a lot of myths. Let's call them what they are. Myths. Back in the day. About what you could do to increase your chance of catching a Pokemon. And they're all horse crap, right? None of them are real. But the one I heard the most often was down B. You hold down B while you're catching and it increases your... No, it doesn't. It doesn't do anything. That was awesome. You got the very first Pokemon you went for. I'm crummy when it comes to actually catching. Maybe you should give me tips. Anyway, here's some more Pokeballs just in case. Not every catch weeks out. Weaken the Pokemon, throw the Pokeball. Remember that and you'll be fine. Let's go battle and catch. Let's meet up at the lighthouse. You can see our school from the top. Dude, a dog run sounds like fun. Stoutland is awesome. I don't even want to hear it. Pokemon you see one. Oh my god, did you see the speed of that looting? Did you see the not seconds and minutes? Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's great. Oh, that's great. I like that. That's not even a joke. That is not a negative. Which I know sounds strange, but, you know, whatever. I also like the new transitions where we're just going to jump right in. Favorite early game Pokemon? Honestly, Rattata has always been a favorite of mine. There's a reason Blue Dragon carried us for so much of our red game we just played through. Yeah, what's funny is this game is almost assuredly going to be longer than Pokemon Red, but we'll probably respect my time more. Oh, the bird types. The one in Sword Shield, which turned into Corviknight, was one I rather liked. Would anyone like to be, once again, a Pokemon that'll not be part of my team? Like, again, I'm going to level all these, because I'm going to catch them all. There's a difference between team Pokemon and non-team Pokemon. Oh. We actually have 3 people. We'll give this to Blue Hero, then. Whoops. Yeah, it's called being honest. Heck. I'm gonna have to find a ghost flying at some point. Welcome to the party, Blue Hero. Speaking of... the heck is that? Palmy? So you know another thing I like about modern Pokemon games? I want to do round. Wait, what does round do? I'm sorry, this is an awesome feature. Being able to pop up the ability, what it does, and its stats in combat is a great feature. Yeah, the info in game, is actually pretty solid in modern Pokemon games. This has been true since Sword and Shield. I also like shortcutting on the Pokeballs. Now, that wasn't a thing for a pretty long while. I don't remember if that was in Gen 5 or not. Might have been. So what's this? This is electric! The pads of its paws are electricity discharging organs. Palmy fires electricity from its forepaws while standing unstill on its hind legs. Would anyone like to be this... I need a term. There's party Pokemon, and then there's, like, non-party Pokemon? I guess I could just say that. Anyone want to be the non-party Pokemon? Palmy. Filler Pokemon. Or Boximon. Who wants to be a Boximon? They're not expendable, they're completionists. I told you, we're gonna level these. So, looks like that's kind of by definition gonna go to Kennex Cow. Oh, no, Mook wants to be it. Mook it is. Wait, no, wait, no! I didn't name it. No! I have to go to town now and do all these things in order to actually do it. Wait, no, I don't. Because I can do it here. Check this out. Watch this. You ready for this? Boom! And I can just change it on the fly. Isn't that such an amazing freaking feature? Okay. Okay, so this one is going to be Mook. Mook. Well, we gotta find a frickin' Ghastly then. Yeah, no, the quality of life is gonna be pretty high in this one. Quality of life, info in game, good interface, good shortcutting, good controls. Giga says she wants to give something. I didn't see it though. Some question marks here as well. Put a question mark here. Okay, so gosh, it can wait, Giga. It can wait. You're so impatient. Yeah, this is our Pika clone for the thing. Pincursion, excuse me. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. I knew it, Giga. Your evil knows no bounds. God, where do I even start with this? So we've got... I have to think about this. This is going to be difficult to do. Yes, this is in-game music. Auto heal, that's what I want. 37 lines? Damn, that's pretty impressive, actually. Right, you mentioned that earlier, Elazar. Hang on one second. Give me a sec. I love being able to do our boxes on the fly, by the way. Being able to sort your boxes anywhere is such a game changer for me. I don't remember which Pokemon game did that first, but I did a ton of that in Sword and Shield. And yeah, so let's just get working on this right now. So this is going to be a catch box. And hang on. Aw, these wallpapers suck. Seriously, these wallpapers suck. What the hell is this nonsense? Where's my type wallpaper from Gen 3? Ugh, whatever. This is where we're going to put guys to level. And then we'll put our first in here. This will be Spa 1. Wait, hang on. Do I have enough room? I might have enough room. There we go. That'll be a spawn adoption spot. We'll put the grapes up. That sounds appropriate. And then here we'll put our trades. Ah! Yeah, exactly. That's the retirement box, right? Right there. The hell is that? It's a spider. Kill it! Kill it! Wait. Hang on. There is. Hang on, right? Is there a filter on the Pokedex? Sorry, and then I have to answer Elizar's question. If they were going to do a Nordic Pokemon game, and they were going to set it in the past or the present, I mean, obviously I'd prefer the present, but well, let's yes, then, you know, I suppose I could tolerate it if it was set in the past. Would anyone like to be one of our box completion Pokemon? Tarantula. Because he's round, you see. That's the... And then Little One asks about the filter of the Pokedex. So I know there's a good filter in the boxes, which I should mention. Oh, gosh. So, looks like it's going to be pancakes. Makes sense to me. Nobody likes spiders. Don't be silly. I'm starting to not believe you, Tara. You keep not taking shots. Okay, let's look at the Pokedex. So we've got recently caught, we've got recently battled, recent notes. So we've got numerical order A to Z, lightest, heaviest, highest, shadow, tallest, shadow, right. Okay, it was awards, filling out the decks. That's weird. We'll see, Mr. Red. Last night we watched K-pop Demon Hunters instead of MLP. Yeah, it looks like there's no actual sort. I mean, there's... Sorry, not sort. Search. Which is a shame. How did I like it? I mean, it was okay. It was a good film, I guess. Probably one of the best films I've ever seen. Alright, Absolute favorite part? When Genu finally lowered the mask right before the final battle. First time he was ever completely honest with anybody. Also, everything to do with the, let's call it what it is, old god that was the villain. Oh, I have no idea what my favorite song is. I'd have to think about that. Ouch, Dr. Winter. Yeah, that's what I thought. There's actually a freaking search feature for the boxes. Why isn't there a search feature for the dexes? This is even a good search feature. Yeah, the third act breakup was actually done way better than I thought it would be. It's one of my favorite third act breakups I've ever seen. Yeah, that's why I was so confused. Like, you have this great filter and search thing for the boxes, but not for the decks? God, where do I even start? I don't know. I mean, I would make a sequel, quite honestly. I think it ended quite satisfactorily. Also, doing that crazy level of detail, it took us a while to get through the film because we kept pausing and rewinding to soak in the details, of which there were many. There's already a sequel in the works. Well, that sucks. Oh well. Headache-inducing, Lord Harriman. Though thankfully they actually didn't do it very often. When they were doing the actual action sequences, those were pretty well done and pretty smooth. Don't worry, I'm not spoiling anything, Monobrown. You know me. I'm talking around it. Although I don't know if anybody in chat is talking around it. Like, literally, all I mentioned was third act breakup, which is in virtually every film ever. The Jinnu mask scene, which means nothing to you. And the final battle. And that's it. It's about as spoiler-free as it gets. A live-action remake. Well, that sucks. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think that would work. And I should mention, I've seen Ace Attorney. It's true, Savicom. I should mention that Ace Attorney has a live-action version. You should look it up if you haven't seen it. It's quite amusing. For the fourth time now, Elizar. K-pop Demon Hunters. Yeah, Spider-Verse is a film I had trouble watching, period. Because Spider-Verse was just constantly headache-inducing. It did the weird color thing, which hurt my eyes. But then it did the lower frame rate thing, or excuse me, the inconsistent frame rate thing, which gave me a headache. Into the Spider-Verse is a very good film that I will never watch again because it causes me physical pain. I don't know what else to add to that. They're great films if you can stomach them. That's my recommendation on Spider-Verse. The first one. I haven't seen the second one. Let's do this. Sorry, I am jotting down thoughts here as we're doing this. Just getting some mechanics stuff out of the way. I wonder what a team is. Yeah, imagine that one level in Psychonauts 2, but that's the whole film. And that is exactly as unpleasant as it sounds. Hoppip. For K-pop, purple. It is unironically one of the best movies I've ever seen. That's not a joke. Anyone want to be a Hoppip? A completionist Hoppip. Or a box Hoppip. Whatever you want to call that. They are so cute, by the way. I think it's the second or third one that is like super adorable, but I love them. For the 5th time now, K-pop Demon Hunters. Looks like we're going that one for Kennex Cow. It's just funny, Jesse's Mouse, because people keep asking which film, and then I answer. Then someone says which film, and then I answer. And then someone says which film, and I've been keeping track. We're up to 5 times now. I will murder you, Mr. Red. Hoppip. Like, I kind of... Ah! Someone go kill Kraken-san for me. There's a live-action Pokemon... Oh, you're talking about Detective Pikachu. Right. I have to admit... I kind of like the idea of each of these being a book. And I love the pictures. Unironically, I absolutely love the pictures. Like, I feel like it's worth catching them all just to see all of the different shots. You know? Someone somewhere spent some time. Yeah, that's flavor right there. That's what that is. Sorry, what did you ask, Kennex Cow? Let's see. Kennex Cow said, I hate you. Favorite member of Huntrix. So we decided I'm Rumi. And the Lorunny is, oh god, I can't think of her name. Zoe. But my favorite's Zoe, 100%. It's worth noting, I like all 3 of them. Like, there's no bad character there, right? Also, I don't want to get too into the weeds, into something that tends to drip into controversial territory, but that's how you make some strong female characters. Can I just say that? Is that acceptable? This Pokemon scatters poisonous powder to repel enemies. It will eat different plants depending on where it lives. So, Savacom, do you want it? You don't have to. Oh, Zar could take it. Or you could battle to the death. Listen, Jox Brown. I haven't played Silk Song, but yeah. Alright, Savacom it is. Oh. So we can add to the party, see the summary, check summaries of the party, or send to boxes. I like that. And if I do add to party, it's just a straight swap, right? Yeah, so I can just do this. I like it. Yeah, no, the quality of life is just through the roof. Best written female characters. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, in all of fiction, that's a hell of a net. That is a wide net to cast. Unlike Tara, she casts a very small net. If we just limit it to movies, I do have to mention Ripley, specifically from Aliens. Asterisk. I didn't see it, Elizar. I'm sorry. There's an asterisk here, okay? So it's specifically in Aliens, and it's mostly because of the stuff that wasn't actually in the film in the theatrical release. There's some additional... Oh, I can snuff. There's some additional characterization, which is, I want to say, mandatory for that film to really be amazing, which I believe is in the director's cut of Aliens, which really completes the story. Like, she's... Someone asked me very recently what the difference is between Alien and Aliens. And I'm going to give you the answer to that, because it's a really dumb, boring answer, as I am known for. And that answer is, everyone says that Alien is a horror film and Aliens is an action film, but the real distinction is Alien is a horror film. Aliens is a character piece. Aliens is all about Ripley, top to bottom. Everything that happens in that film is some part of her character, and her arc. Up to and including, and I'm going to say this as unspoiling-y as I can, Barry. The final battle, or rather the lead up to the final dungeon. Let's put it that way, the final dungeon. Yeah, there's action stuff around there, absolutely. There's horror stuff around there. But at its fundamental core, Aliens is about Ripley. And that's a lot of what I love about it, is that it is such a strong piece for her. And it helps that Sigourney Weaver nails it. So, Ripley, absolutely up there. No, I actually agree with you, Savicom. If we're being honest, one of the reasons Ripley is such a great character is because she's not written to be a female character, really. She's written to be an awesome character. Yeah, exactly, Jesse's Mask. She's written to be an awesome character, and then they slapped Sigourney Weaver onto it, right? I mean, yes, there's a very, very strong theme of motherhood, but if it was fatherhood, nothing would really be changed, would it? The character part came first, is how I would define that. Oh no. The plot. It's the plot. No. I also agree with Judy Hopps. I wasn't even thinking about that one, because for some reason I wasn't thinking about animated. But yeah, Judy Hopps absolutely is a very great female character. It's the Plotomon! Which is funny, because that actually sounds like a Digimon. What was that? I've heard that cry before. It could be some strong Pokemon or something. I see we find whatever made the cry. Let's take a look around. Just be careful. There's a kind of unsafe cave not far from here, so steer clear. I know your Rotom phone can keep you safe, but watch your step by the cliffs. Oh no. It's... I have no idea what it is. I mean, it's my bike. I've known a couple of people who liked Alien 3. I'm not going to lie to you and tell you I'm one of them, but I have known a few. No, we're dead. Thanks, Rotom. No, Jelix Brown. I don't even understand why people like horror movies. That's how much I don't like horror movies. It's like someone walking in and say, would you like this pile of vomit for dinner? And I'm like, no. But then people are like, but I love Pile of Vomit. Have you tried Pile of Vomit 12? Oh my god, Pile of Vomit to the moon is the best Pile of Vomit ever. And I'm just sitting here going. Anyways, have a sandwich. Pile of Vomit takes Manhattan. Hi. Pile of Vomit in space. Sorry. Again, there's no judgment. Of course there isn't. I'm not trying to diminish anything. It's just that's where I'm at. It makes no sense to me. So I just try to kind of acknowledge it from a distant intellectual sense. Because I know horror stuff is very popular. It's arguably one of the most popular genres, regardless of medium. What did Mom put in that sandwich? Any horror film I've ever liked has been asterisky. It's done something other than horror, which is what I tend to like about it. We just talked about one. Aliens. Just looking around here. Can I help you? Here's another example. Every Metroid game. Oh yeah, Terminator 2 is another good example. Arguably, Terminator 2 isn't even horror at all at that point. Terminator 1 is a fairly classic monster horror movie. Like, it follows all of the typical tropes of what a monster movie is. Oi, runner! Here you are. You okay? You're not hurt, right? I'm fine. What's with those terrible textures? Goodness, I was really worried. You got hurt because I said we should go looking for whatever made that cry. Oh, never mind that. We gotta focus on getting you back up here. I just gotta find a way to climb out of there. If you get close enough, I'll try pulling you up with one of my moves. What's that Pokemon in front of you? He looks super strong. Seems like he's waiting for you. Seems like he's got terrible textures, and he can see through the ground. Wow, that was amazing. That Pokemon very strong as mine. Oh god, I can't wait to see what her Pokemon is. Wait, there's something I haven't caught! Let's just throw a Pokeball. The Thing is a very good film. However, I would not say I like it. It is just an extremely good film. Would anyone like to be the bench warmer? No. Box warmer? No. Leveling it for collection's sake, and then going into the retirement bin. Young Goose. You haven't watched The Thing? Seriously, Mr. Red? Seriously, go watch The Thing. Especially since I know you like horror. Go watch The Thing. Even I acknowledge that it's a good film. Go ask Rax for a copy. Yeah, no, it is. I will spoil nothing other than the fact that it is a proper horror film and doesn't cheat. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh. Diglett. Wait, did someone kill the bot? Did someone kill my bot? Someone did kill my bot. Who was it? Who was it? It was Alizar. Damn you, Alizar. How could you? We're just gonna cast that one again. It was the thing! Well, how would I know, Paranoid Android? And want to be a Diglett. Still haven't seen a Ghastly. Right, do you mind repeating it, Elizar? So I can actually hear it this time. Another Kennex cow. You already have... Yeah, this is another box Pokemon. So I like the Pokemon live-action movie or the first Sonic movie more. Sonic movie. Now, I should also mention I have not seen Sonic 2 or Sonic 3 or 4 or whatever they're up to at this point. But everything I've understood is that the movies have actually been getting better over time, which is kind of crazy to think about. Yeah, we'll just do that. To the box. Yes, Blue Hero now has quick attack. Ah! Uh-oh. They brought friends. Have video game movies gotten better in general? No. I mean, yes, but only up to, like, say, the aughts. Movies in general have been all over the place lately. There's no standardization there at all. No, Octopus. I will never watch Andor Season 2. Listen, Houndoom is pure evil, as we all know. It is Dark-type, after all. Straight pulverize that rock. How powerful even is it? I wonder what that move was, man. I want to see it up close. Look out, something's coming! Oh, that's true. I am also boycotting Disney Plus, but I forgot about that. I mean, it's got a skull. Come on. It's pure evil. Okay. Well, he did give me that sandwich. I like that, like, glance there. Should I save him? I guess. Why there's so many Houndooms in here? Houndours, or whatever they're called. Houndies. The new name is Houndies. Yeah. Look at go. For a second, I thought you were both goners. Oh, and for the record, I don't have a favorite genre of movie. Oh no! I need another drug sandwich! Mom, quick! I need more drugs! What is this Pokemon anyway? It looks like a Cyclizar, but I've never seen one quite like this before. That looks so different from a minute ago. Do you think it's okay? I don't. What kind of option is this? You can't tell either, huh? Well, all that aside, I'm seriously glad to have you back up here in one piece. Yeah. That battle down there was really something. You and this fellow looked perfectly in sync facing down that Houndoom. He was level 40! You didn't even tell it what to do? I guess it's not like you're this Pokemon's trainer yet, huh? Like the yet. Oh, good. Looks like it perked up a little. I think this fellow was the one making the mysterious cry we heard before. Oh man, oh man, oh man. The more I look at this Pokemon, the more mysterious it seems. If you do, it become its trainer. You gotta let me battle against it. Let's exchange numbers so we can get in touch. Yep, that's how we trade numbers. With Ghost Electric types. Here, this will teach your Pokemon a move to help battle stronger. Appointments. Swift. TMs can only be used once. What? We've both been through enough for a minute. I think we better take a breather. Let's get to the lighthouse. That'll be a good spot to relax. Right. So I haven't caught... No, I've caught one of those. It's apparently baby Blissey? No, Chansey? No. Happening, that's it. No, I recognized that it was the baby, I just couldn't think of his freaking name. And we've already caught one of those, and of course tons of Houndours. Whee! That's how you get to the lighthouse, but there's a thing I could catch! Let me catch! The one voiced by ProZD, Kenexco. Why, that little... What are you doing out here? Yeah, Abby. I'm not talking to you two. You can shove off. Wait, I know. Aren't you Arvin? You're enrolled in the Humanities track, right? Nice backpack. Aren't you the son of the Pokemon researcher, Professor Turo? I'm Turbo Jet. Oh my god. Doesn't matter who my dad is. Real issues. What in the world is Pokemon doing out here? And what is the form it's in? See, we heard the strange cry and we tried to investigate, but Runner fell off a cliff. Pokemon saved him, but it seems it wore itself out in the process. It got kind of slumpy afterwards. But you should have seen it before. It was totally different. It was unbelievably strong. Well, yeah. It should be, but it can't fight while it's like this. The form Miraidon takes in battle. That's its true form. Miraidon? Is that this Pokemon's name? How'd you know it? You can't go in the lab. It's locked. I don't remember ever seeing you around, but given the uniform, you go to the academy too. Do you? Miraidon isn't the sort of Pokemon that any old trainer can hope to command. It's special. Special how? What sort of Pokemon is it? Look, I ain't here to explain nothing. Think you're up to ordering Miraidon around? How about I test your worthiness? Look at you, quite the little go-getter. I've been feeling all out of sorts, so I'm going to use this battle to blast the doldrums away. What? Oh no, it's a squirrel. Excuse me, a fat squirrel. These memories are leaving a bad taste in my mouth, and I want them gone. Sure, here you go, buddy. Seems you know a thing or two about battle. Give me your money. Give me your money! Give me your money! She's taller than him. Wow, Ryder, that was awesome. I guess I wasn't ever going to stand a chance using Pokemon I'd only just caught. If you really think you can take Miraidon off my hands for me, you'll need this. It's a Pokeball the brute's kept in. Miraidon's Pokeball. So why'd you have it? Anyway, that's your problem now, not mine. Good luck, bye! Fine. Be that way, but you better actually show up for school. What a weirdo. Just everything, Elizar. Better story, better animation, better characters, better usage of the IP. That Arvid guy definitely knows more than he's letting on. Next time he and I are battling, I'm gonna wring some answers out of him. But, oh right, we gotta climb the lighthouse. Can't wait to show you the view of the school. Nemona's like, I got this. Okay, I was gonna do something. Yes. Wait, what? First of all. But second of all, I can just remember moves from the menu. I can just forget moves from the menu. Bzz. I was going to say, that sounds like having a move relearner in the menu, which is a great feature for a lot of reasons. And yeah, considering how much Pokemon games can lean into build gameplay, that's amazing. Yeah, exactly. That is some mistake protection. And if you happen to catch a Pokemon too high and it has the wrong moves, you can fix that. Oh, let's test that. So what's the TM we just got? Well, there's Leer, which we can grab back. But let's use a TM. So this is actually a cool feature. We can check to see what... So rather than... Okay, let me explain this a little bit here. So we can go over to TMs, which is over here. And you can see learn and can't learn right there. But we can also, if we wanted to, just go to Blue Hero here. And here we go. Just use the TMs that they're accessible to from here. So let's just do that really quick. Now, for the sake of testing, let's forget Swift. So for those of you not actually watching, but only listening, I just gave Piplup or whatever a Swift TM, unlearned it, and now can relearn it at will. The TM is not wasted because it knows Swift forever. It's just there now. That's awesome. Yeah, that is teaching the Pokemon the TM permanently. That's great. That's great. That's great. Got something down for that really quick. Yeah. Oh my god, there's so... I'm trying not to delve too much into mechanics-y stuff because holy crap. Oh yeah, by the way, check it out. We can see what our mood is right there. Our special defense is lowered and our special attack is raised. In the case of our main, our only actual party member so far, our special attack is raised and our speed is lowered. I don't have an opinion on that, Galicmon, and I missed your earlier question. Gone. However, probably not, Morganite. But I will say, design, right? The biggest problem with open world, actually I've talked about this recently because this came up in Metroid Prime 4. The biggest problem with open world games is that they don't design the open world. There's too little to do, or there's not enough actual flow or design or landmarking or any of the stuff that you can do to design an open world. It's just a big empty space, and there's stuff scattered wherever, right? Placement matters. To use a specific example, Witcher 3 actually has a pretty bad overworld design from a gameplay perspective, because there's no real flow to it, especially with regards to levels. You'll have a level 8 quest here, and then a level 15 quest here, and then a level 3 quest here, and there's no flow between these things, right? Not that there has to be a literal linear line of gradient increase in quality or difficulty, but there are ways to try and have design, for lack of a better way to put it, to what content is where out in the world. Oh, and there's actually a thing. It is a quiet nature. No ribbon or mark, whatever that means. I know what marks mean. So it looks like... This is interesting. I'm not even sure what this means exactly. This is flying primary and then flying normal. Whereas this is flying grass and then flying primary. And this is fire primary. You see, that's the other problem. If you have open world, but it isn't, then it isn't open world, is it? And there's multiple lines of thought when it comes to how to do open world design. In fact, I will use WoW as an example of that, because WoW bounces back and forth between doing one of the two dominant styles of open world design. There's what's usually called the spiderweb design, or sometimes the hub design. So you go to a spot and there's your hub, and then there's like other stuff near that hub, accessible to that hub. And what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to do the hub, do the nearby stuff, go back to the hub, and then move to the next hub, and keep doing this, right? The other way is called the roller coaster, which is kind of what you just mentioned. You're designed to go through the zone in a specific path like this, right? It's worth noting roller coaster doesn't have to be one path. I'll use an example in Legion, because I've been doing that recently with the Legion remix. Most of the zones in Legion have the roller coaster design, but there's multiple spokes. Val Shara, for example, has 3. Right off the beginning, you can go east, you can go west, or you can go south. Any of those is valid and loops around until you get back to the next one. So you do each of these spokes separately. Then you head north and finish that spoke. And then you head northwest and finish that spoke. It's still roller coaster design, but it's your choice in which route you take. Look, that's Mesa Goza. Oh, wow. And that huge building with the Pokeball on it is our school. Why are we so rich? It's going to be so great having you in the same class, Runner. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Right? I can't wait to get back. We're going to get so much to do and to battle so much. Isn't it awesome what you can see here? Mountains, forests, grasslands, beautiful nature stuff as far as the eye can see. And very low quality trees. You know what's waiting for you in all these places? Tons of Pokemon. Consider this me officially telling you. Welcome to Paldea. But anyway, like you can see, it's kind of a hike to get to school from here. Let's go to Los Platos for starters. That's right on the way. Vamos. Oh god, it's been too long. What's the difference between vamos and vámonos? I know there's a difference, I just don't remember it. Okay, what haven't we caught? Oh yeah, I should jot down the encounter rate before I forget that. Well, our first trainer battle. Let's do it. Talk to a Pokemon trainer like me, it means that shorts are the best. They're comfy. And my Rattata is in the top 2% of all Rattatas. There's the effective, super effective thing. Check it out. You see the lighthouse? Boop. The whole lighthouse is gone. Boop. It's back. Boop. It's gone. It's back. It's gone. It's back. It's gone. Here in Paldea, we gotta talk to a Pokemon trainer to challenge him. We can't tell if you want to battle just by making eye contact. I mean, there's a logic to that, really, if you think about it. Oh, look, some Psyducks. The effects of weather have disappeared. That makes sense. So, does anyone want to be the Psyduck? Ah. Are all their eyes kind of weird? It's set to see probably now. Yep, nope, they're all weird. Alright, whatever, hang on. Let's go grab an adorable first. My god, look at it! Look at it, it's so cute! It's so cute! Sorry. Anyone want to be the cutest thing ever? No, Darkrai? Wait, no, wait. Oh, whatever. It's okay, I could still do it on the fly. So that's going towards Wolverale. I also notice I'm getting some weird items. Ooh. I got some money. Next I'll get some Great Balls. Okay, so then... There we go. Okay. Oh, that's a camera angle. Yep, I was saying, I see something down there. And I got a coin. Interesting. So, the worst culling so far, by far, is the fact that it gets rid of their freaking shadows. As I've already demonstrated, as I'm demonstrating right now. Right there, see? Honestly, I think I would be willing to let it go if not for that. That's just silly, honestly. By the way, this modern type of encounter raid continues to be awesome, as it always is. Oh, 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 that's new. You're kidding, Shadow Machine. Okay. To finish him. I've actually heard that joke too. Look at all the side. I should restart. Let's see if we can fix this filter bug, shall we? Lol. Literal. Yeah, the culling is... I would go so far as to say objectively badly designed. Anyone want it to be Buizel? Payoff. Thank you, Russ. I thought about wearing my red shirt, so that way I'll have red and violet. But it needs to be washed. I might decide to do that, still. Once I actually get the chance to do the laundry. Oop, oop, oop. Hang on, is it female? It is not. Die! More males, death to men. Oops. Fairy wind, huh? Well, good thing I can see what that is on the fly. Ooh. Kenix Cow's gonna get a fairy type. Well, let's put that into a tail whip right now. By the way, can I just say, and I mentioned this in Arceus as well, it is shockingly fast to go in and out of combat. Like, that is fantastic. Have you noticed that? Oh, here's a combat. And we're done. Like, once again, that is an anti-seconds and minutes problem. That is so smooth. That is butter smooth. In Chrono Trigger, you entered and exited combat pretty quickly. For the most part, there were a couple of exceptions to that. And since it's on the overworld, rather than going... Oricorio. Does this have an evolution? I don't recognize this one. Hang on a sec. Ah, it has styles. But otherwise, that's it. Okay. It can be ghost type. Wait, what? What? Oh, you're right. Purple nectar makes it a ghost type. Ooh. Where do we get purple nectar? DLC. Damn it. Okay, so hang on. This might actually be a party Pokemon. So if you want to be the Oricorio here, because it'll be a ghost type. Yeah, say me. You know the type. Kenexel, you're already a Pokemon. We'll say duplicates are fair game. If as long as you don't already have a party Pokemon, right? So in other words, you get one party Pokemon, and everything else is fair game. If that makes sense. Which does mean this is going to be Kenexcow. The Ghost Flyer. I'll even do it slightly different to make it distinct. But see, now she's pretty much locked in. She can't have any now. Sense back? And I'm going to box you for now. Until we turn you into a ghost, I think. Right over here for right now. And while we're here, we'll get a little additional, extremely quick stuff here. Probably, you know another thing they do well? The wild battle music. Listen to it. Okay, let's do that transition again. Yeah, it's Yoshi drums, exactly. It's just the overworld theme with Yoshi drums. So it just kind of transitions neatly into it. Oh my god, it's named Fido. It's called Fido. Let's see, Fido does evolve. Yeah, I was just checking. It's fair. I guess I could check here. Oh, it doesn't tell me. It doesn't tell me. No! Oh, here we go. No, it still doesn't tell me. No. But it's not Ghost. There's no Ghost dog. Sigh. Whatever. Catch it. Saint Bernard. Oh my god. Okay, so apparently there is a ghost dog. You can keep it in your pants, guys. You could hold on to that one. The yeast in Fido's breath is useful for cooking, so this Pokemon has been protected by people since long ago. Does anyone want to be Fido? Oh, looks like Czar for that one. Also, I just noticed... I'm so sorry, Tara. I don't know how I missed the donation earlier. No, don't attack me. Fortunately, I hope I didn't. Whatever. I don't even know if Tara's still there anymore. No! Well, either way, it's going towards Trails of Crossbow Duology, Trails of Cold Steel. Oh, you had, or Trails of Daybreak, or A4, EU4, and EU5. If you're there, Tara, thank you very, very much. I'm sorry I didn't notice it earlier. I think the sound didn't play. That's how I usually track those. Not the first time it's broken. No, these Pokemon are super adorbs. 100%. I didn't get the email, which is weird. Like, I did get the email. Obviously, it's right here. I'm staring at it. But, like, didn't get notified. Okay, hang on. Sorry. Okay, so it's a Deerling. See if I can call myself here. Damn it, it's not working. I'm trying to get a shot of the Deerling. Whatever, I give up. Ow. We gotta get the Igglybuff, too. Mook wants to learn Charge. What do you got, Mook? Sure. Yeah, I like seeing through the ground there. So we got a Deerling, normal grass. Then we want to be the Box Deerling. Damn it, Cycloud. Cycloud's like, make me the Deerling. But I didn't hear anything. Why didn't I hear anything? The chat popped up, which is good. That's arguably more important than hearing it. But why didn't I hear the sound effect? 1 second, please. I'm going to test something super quick. Oh no, there it is. It's just really quiet. That is super quiet. Wow. Okay, I'm just gonna have to be more on it then. Okay, I can do that. And if you want to put that towards anything Cyclops, please let me know. I can try it. But first we have to have Dragon Player, the Deerling. Hang on. Dragon Player. Where's the Igglybuff? I just saw it. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. Come here. Oh no! Really zooming in on those grass textures there. I suppose I should finally restart. There's just so many things to capture. Does anyone want to be a Wigglytuff? Once we get a Moonstone. I mean, that does look exactly like you, Giga. Okay. Is that everything? Have we caught everything in the area? No, there's a Ralts around here. Oh god, Ralts isn't going to be a ghost type. That's a shame. I'll follow the stream in a second. Hang on. I got a to-do list 5 miles long. Just give me a minute. And yes, I did get it towards D-Lit. So give me a second. I'm gonna let Darkrai and PB Good Fate pick something. I know, exactly, Pillars of Snow. It's such a shame. If only they were ghost type. Sniffle, sniffle. Oh, there's a Wooper! And a Magikarp! The greatest of all Pokemon! Ah, get some good rest, Lunarith. I'm running out of balls. There's a problem I don't have very often. Wooper! Hello! I mean, we gotta get local types, right? Duh. Oh, crit catch. Does anyone want to be our Paldean Wooper? Poison Ground! Oh. Oh man, if we were doing a poison challenge. It's dangerous for Wooper to travel alone. They line up in groups of 3 or 4. So that's going towards... I'm going to skip Giga. She just got one. So that's going towards Ross, actually. Yeah, the Azrael in the background is just like... Ah, ah. Alright, let's try out this horrifically evil mechanic. Hold on, so... Oh, I like that. It actually shows me that I've caught one just on the mouse over, too. Of course, I don't even know what this weird fish thing is. How do I throw? Never mind. Behold the glory. I'm just gonna throw a ball. I think so, Blitchfall. They're definitely adding to the set dressing, and that's what that means, so yeah. Nice. Yes, Kennex Cow should learn Poison Powder. Let's get rid of Splash. Yep, because the ground stopped existing. Oh, and Stun Spore. Hell yeah. Let's get Absorb. Absorb's kind of crap. Yes, Kinix Cow, you're officially toxic. Sleep powder. Oh my god. Yes, I want everything. I want everything. Poison powder, sleep powder, stun powder. I want you to be powdery. Anyone want to be a Gyarados? In the distant past, it was somewhat stronger than the horribly weak descendants that exist today. That sounds horrifying, Kingsfield. Although I actually pointed Mr. Red towards that game. I don't know if you ever looked at it. Speaking of Mr. Red, whoops. Look at all of those Azuriels, my goodness. There's like 20 of them. Oh no, Lunacid was the one. That's one. My bad. Sorry, I was thinking of the wrong one. Like the picture of the Magikarp. Oh, I love the picture of the Whoopers. Look at that. It's adorable. Hang on. Okay, I'm falling behind here. Hang on. Okay, so... Oh my god, look at the Igglybuff. Okay. I mean, there probably is Savacom. This is the most merchandised IP in the history of human existence. Not actually a joke. Seriously, don't ever look up how much money this franchise makes. It is stupid. Alright, so let's do what I said I was going to do 50 minutes ago. Way more than Star Wars, by the way. I'm not joking. It is the most licensed IP ever. The merchandising sales of this game this franchise is absolutely bonkers. It outsells Hello Kitty, which I know you're like, Hello Kitty's that big? Yeah. Hello Kitty's actually gigantic. Let's see if the eyes are fixed. Yep, eyes are fixed. Okay, cool. Hi, Aisler. Okay, so we got one of those, we got one of those. Yeah, I mean, Pokemon at least has actual depth and games and substance there. Hello Kitty is Hello Kitty. Yeah, so who wants to be a Gardevoir? Let's just get that out of the way. Or oh, is it a male? Is it male? It is male. Sorry, this will be a Gallade. Or Gallade, or how am I supposed to pronounce that? I might want to go check Combis in a second, too, speaking of which. So it looks like that's going to be Bladrival. It is highly attuned to the emotions of people and Pokemon. It hides if it senses hostility. Yep. It's Blade. Get it? Alright, let's go check those. So that should be everything in the area, according to the map anyways. Although the map doesn't show everything, I could tell. I'll do the stream in a minute. God, guys. Calm. Yes. Where are my combies at? That's it. I got a to-do list, okay? Work with me here, work with me. I mean, one of my favorite things about doing the gym challenge, and just without each new generation, is finding new Pokemon that I never would have realized I liked until I made them part of my team. That freaking Godzilla Pokemon I can never remember the name of that we used in Sword and Shield is a perfect example of that. Or the, oh god, the fairy dark thing. Mawile, which we used in X and Y. It's fine, Darkrai. Don't worry about it too much. I don't even have anything to share right now. Sorry, Fairy Steel, my bad. Exactly. It's pretty much the 4-job Fiesta in a slightly different expression. For those of you who know what that is. I'm pretty sure we can start trading right now, yeah. All I'd have to do is go to the town, which is like 100 feet that way. What, catching them all, Suffocon? Or conquering the entire universe? Don't you mean the world? No. Maybe someday, Suffocon. I'd like to. I do love me some FF5. I haven't even played the Pixel Remaster yet. The hat, it sucks. I can't wait to get rid of it and get something better. What are those? Other than things that are evading me. I like this swarm of Azurils and Psyducks that are just watching me like, hi, what you up to? You have no idea, Ross. I mean, I did that on purpose, right? I knew what it would be like going from Pokemon Red to this. I have actually done this kind of thing multiple times in my life, very much on purpose. Okay, hit the water. No! What is that? What is that? Wingull! Wingull is one of the very few Pokemon where I prefer its unevolved form to its evolved form. Like, that's not a big list, but Pelipper, not a fan. Hey, does anybody want to be a Pelipper? Yeah, water flying. Oof. Which gen do I think had the best new Pokemon designs? Ooh. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Gen 2 polished up a lot. Like, a lot. So, Gen 2 kind of improved a lot of the Pokemon design in general. However... That's a tough one. And obviously I can't tell about this one. What the hell is that? Sinnoh's 4, I want to say? I don't know if I could pick just one generation. Every generation has had a new Pokemon I like. Like, all of them. Yes, even 5. Though it looks like a Diglett, Wiglet is an entirely different species. The resemblance seems to be a coincidental result of environmental adaptation. It's an eel. It's a wheel. It's a... Does anyone want to be this thing? Is there a Wiglio? Wig trio? Wig trio? I don't know what the hell this thing turned into. Wug trio? I don't know. Wug trio? It is new, yes. It's one of the new types. I mean, I've never seen it before. I really liked a lot of the new Pokemon in Shield, actually. Legitimately. Oh. I saw that time. So that's this, and then this, and then this, and then this. We have 10 Great Balls. Woo. Next gets us the Thunderstorm. The naming conventions are all over the place. But I will admit, I am a fan of puns. Fido. I mean, come on. Nope. There's no such thing as puns getting old, Giga. Evidence. The fact that people are still telling puns. Let's go check. Let's get out of here for a second. Let's see. Lord Haramont is... Quiet, which is improve special attack, reduce speed. Oh, there's a shark down there I could catch. Although I can't because I can't go to the water yet. Oh my god, that mesh culling is awful. Wow. Look at the cliff we're walking by as we're walking by it. Azurill? He has... Huge power. Doubles the Pokemon's attack stat. Yeah, Surf has been a thing since Gen 1. I'm not... I would legitimately not consider that a spoiler. Spoilers can get a little asterisky, but that's not a spoiler. Oh yeah, frame rate is legit. I've noticed that. Again, I've seen this played on a Switch 1. It was not super great. This is smooth as butter. Look at that. Oh. Ooh. I want that rice. I want that rice. It would not work, Morgan. Let's just... Even if we somehow did a mass boycott, which... Yeah, right. it wouldn't work because, as you say, they would just refocus their attention on the merchandising. The modern approach to business economics is too stupid. And I'm going to say it that way because it is actually stupid. Even with, like, as far as 30 years ago, businesses understood that you spend money to make money. And nowadays, it's all about trying to spend as little money as possible to make even more money. Which is stupid. And demonstrably, objectively stupid. It's chopping off your nose to spite your face. It's why so many IPs and so many franchises and so many companies are struggling right now, even in the infamously recession-proof entertainment industry. Anyways, I'll leave the explanation to the pros here. Happy to be of Soyvis. Welcome to the Pokemon Center. Here to keep everyone's Pokemon healthy. This is the Pokemart counter. Ugh. You can buy stuff. We accept payments in cash and league points. 1 league point is worth 1 cash. Okay. See, I would agree with that, Darkrai. But then again, I actually understand how to manage a project. And a budget, for that matter. It is, Alex Brown. You're right. It's worth noting that Pokemon's merchandising sales have flagged periodically over the course of their career, usually when they have some kind of issue on the game side of things. Now, that is presumptive correlation, but I do still think there's some correlation there. So that's our crafting. Yeah, we've made record profits. Let's fire everyone so we can keep the record profits coming. It's like, you are so stupid. I mean, I understand. The point is they're not trying to make money, right? They're not trying to run the company successfully. They're not trying to keep things going. They don't care about next year or 10 years from now or 20 years from now. Are you ready? Pressing the R button tells your lead Pokemon, let's go! Okay. There's an auto battle? And yeah, locusts. That's exactly what they are. Hang on, so first let's heal, because we haven't healed in a minute. I like to go over to vote. Can I register my birthday? Sure. August 29th. That's not my birthday, by the way. But do you know what August 29th is the birthday of? It's the show. That's correct. First video ever, which is a video about Star Wars and the changes to the DVD version of Return of the Jedi, was put out on August 29th. 2011, I want to say? Something like that. So let's just see what happens here. Oh my god. He's just shredding. He's just shredding. Also, that is hysterical how fast that is. Is he gonna keep up? Nope, he fell behind. Okay. Whoop, 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 whoop. I recognize you. We do have a Psyduck. One thing I really liked about Sword and Shield was the other X candies you got from doing Dynamax battles. That was such a great idea. Nice gradient way to improve leveling even more. Anyone want to be the Death Doom Turtle of Death? This, if I'm remembering correctly, this is one of our mains back in Sword and Shield. Yeah, Dreadnought was just fantastic. I can never think of a damn name, because I just forgot it again. But yeah, Dreadnought was amazing. I noticed items respawn, by the way. It's interesting. Aw, the Combees haven't come back yet. Where all my Combees at? I killed them all. Well, yeah, I figured there would be more by now. They were all men anyways. They couldn't reproduce. Not just yet, Shadow Machine. We haven't even gotten past, like, basic interaction. In fact, my eldest, who is playing this, has already gotten past this point. Although I think it was faster than the glacial pace I'm taking. Have you heard Pelipper can carry people's letters and packages in its bill? Oh, wow. That's amazing. Oh, nice, little one. Hang on. Is it this button? No. Is it this button? No, is it this button? Oh, there's the online thing. Wait, why are we in offline mode? Go to online mode. Go to online mode? Oh, there we go. It wasn't last time, so probably not. But, well. See if we can get anything here while we're here. I don't know what this is, and I don't care. This is Los Platos. Always happy to serve up a helping of hospitality to anyone passing by. I don't know what that is, but that's cute. Okay, so hang on. Actually, you know what? Let's do one more. Ooh, we got a Premier Bell. You can now filter for learnable moves. This is the Technical Machine. To make TMs, you need to gather materials from Pokemon and earn league points. The range of TMs you make will expand as you make new TMs. You move TMs by... Mud Slap, Protect, Fire Fang, Endure, Disarming Voice, Thunder Fang, Rest, and Helping Hand. Nothing ghosty, which is what I kind of wanted. Charm? Just turn that into a death thing there. Requires something we don't have, I notice. A lot of these require stuff we don't have. Whooper Slime can make Mud Slap. Okay. What do you got? Would you like some ice cream? Ooh. Oh my god, teriyaki ice cream? They do have salt ice cream. Meal powers. I don't know what that means. Strawberry, mango, fizzy pop, mint chocolate. We'll circle back to that. My paralyzed heals from Glover. Oh, love it. Just we need help with paralyzed player. Ice cream. Ice cream. Oh my god, it's someone doing freaking selfies. I scream, Giga. I scream. Would you two like some ice cream? Oh god, it's parents bragging about their kids. It's okay, this is the Pokemon world, so it's probably not horrifically toxic like it is in real life. This dude, whatever he is. How did I... Oops. Oh god, I don't remember how we did it. How did I change my cosmetics? There was a specific button press, and I don't remember what it was. Aha! So there's our emotes. Notices. The camera. Let's not do that, because that screwed everything last time. Which means... Hey, okay. Oh yeah, there we go. Perfect. Get rid of that stupid thing. There we go. Now we're at Dorcas. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's it. That's it. Perfect. I love it. Aw. Something I used to do every now and again. So, you know, I used to change schools a lot. So sometimes on the first day at a new school, I would deliberately dress as dorky as possible to try and convince people to come try to beat me up. It was a really effective strategy. I stopped having to do that somewhere around, I guess that would have been 5th grade or so. Fate, PB good fate. Yeah, and I'd beat the crap out of them. It was a good way to make sure that kids wouldn't pick on the new kid, because I used to change schools more than once a year. So, it was a defense thing. It was to make sure that nobody would mess with me at the new school. When I finally started actually going to a school, or multiple schools, for multiple years, then, yeah, that stopped being a requirement. Ooh, our first X candy. Yes, yeah, Velton Rio. I thought about it like that, but yeah. Stored power. Imagine a thing just telling you what the TM is without me having to open the inventory and then use it. And then it telling me what the move is. And not telling me what the move does, just telling me what the move is. I probably shouldn't explore too much right now. I'm just going to grab these items that I'm staring at. Yeah, I'm going to do one last check for that Combi. Just the one. I do, Cycloud. I, too, long for the good old days when games were worse. Good morning, Retro Justice. What developer would I want to see make a Pokemon game? Ooh. Same question for the crowd. Aw, still no Combies. Owlcat. Oh, that's a good pick. That's a good pick. I'm stealing that. Guys, Owlcat. Larian is basically the same answer as Owlcat. So, same idea. Same brain cell there. I would also be down for Firaxis. Well, I would rather have a Mario 4X. A Pokemon 4X would still be awesome. But yeah, a Pokemon CRPG? That sounds legit. I was gonna do something. Right, you're right. I do actually need a second Ralts. Thank you for reminding me, little one. Let's see if it's still there. I don't know the respawn rules yet. CRPG. Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous is a CRPG. Path of Exile. Pillars of Eternity is a CRPG. Divinity Original Sin 2. Baldur's Gate 3. Those are CRPGs. Isn't there a Pokemon mod for one of the Paradox games? Damn, looks like a despawn. I'm so stupid. I should have just gotten it while it was there. So, amusingly, the C stands for computer, which obviously is a pretty out-of-date terminology, but everyone just calls them CRPGs because that's what we call them. language. Yeah, immersive Sims. Nope, wrong thing. Oh, they're so cute. This is it. Look at that. Very rarely seen, and it's just around here. Wow. Yeah, arguably the origination of the CRPG came from the Gold Box games. Which is funny, because those are more dungeon crawlers than anything else, but those inspired a lot of other games. Oh, 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 oh. Be a female. Damn, it's male. Well, yeah, no, exactly, Sub-Zero. It's just, CRPG at this point in time just refers to a type of game, regardless of whether it's on the computer or not. Oh, can male be Gardevoir? Okay, then in that case... Would anyone like to be a Gardevoir? Classic could work, Walker. Looks like that's going to be Doom Rider. Whoops, whoops, whoops. It's not working. No. Oh, it's L3. There we go. Yeah, KOTOR is a CRPG, and was originally on the Xbox. To use another example of that. And I'm pretty sure Dragon Age Origins was on consoles as well. Don't quote me on that, though. It's a fairy psychic called Doom Rider. Absolutely, Elizar. I'm pretty sure there's no such thing as an IP that wouldn't work as an RPG if you really worked at it. Like, there's some that probably shouldn't be RPGs. Looking at you, Doom. But for the most part, I think it would work. Yeah, it is kind of barrier-y, Uthor, I do agree. Oh, yeah, I knew about that. But thanks. Okay. We got the Ralts. The Combies don't exist. Let's do this. Yeah, exactly. If we could turn Mario into not only an RPG, but two distinct RPG IPs with different styles and approaches and lores, then I think we could manage it. Pokemon RTS? Yeah. We already have a Pokemon turn-based tactical. I need to get back to that game someday. When I played it last time, it's called Pokemon Conquest. It was so boring. I was so bored by it. And, like, I couldn't really tell you why. And that bothered me. Because, like, on paper, a Pokemon turn-based, grid-based tactical game set during the Sengoku Jidai, that should be candy. And yet, I was so bored I put the game down. I didn't actually finish it here on Game Geek. So I don't know what the hell was wrong with me. I don't know, Daniel. Like I said, I need to get back to it someday and figure out what the hell is wrong with me. Or maybe it's just a boring game. I don't know. Yeah, the Mystery Dungeon games are definitely dungeon crawlers, 100%. Water bug. I don't even remember what Bonsly turns into. What does Bonsly turn into? Hang on a sec. Sudowoodo. Ha ha ha. Needs to know Mimic. That's actually funny. Does anyone want to be a Sudowoodo? I don't blame you if you don't. Yeah, it might have just been a straight-up pacing issue. I don't know. Like I said, I've been wanting to go back to it for years. I just haven't really had time. Alright, Huthor. I give you the Sudowoodo. For some reason. Oh, that's a cool picture. Did you see that one? Look at that. He's asleep. Aww. Oh my god. They're all angry. Damn. So let's get the Sunkern while we're here. I don't remember what this turns into. I know it turns into something. I'm just gonna throw. Does anyone want to be a Sunflora? It is very weak. The only means of defense is to shake its leaf desperately at its attacker. Thought I saw... Oh, there it is. What is that? I don't know what that is. It's a Shroodle, apparently. That's a good question, Pillagers Stone. At least one. Well, I don't know what this thing is. So, does anyone want to be whatever this thing is? Oh, it's not Ghost. Yeah, let's see what it turns into. It does turn into a thing, which is Poison Normal. Dang. To keep enemies away from its territory, it paints markings around its nest using a poisonous liquid that has an acrid odor. We'll call this one President Clam. Oh, right. President Clam, there we go. God, we have caught so many Pokemon already. How many are we up to now? It's not a complaint, it's just, wow. There's apparently Pichus around here. We're up to 25 already. Holy crap. We're almost past how many we caught in our entire playthrough of Red. But hang on. I just realized I gotta go grab something. Okay, what's that? What's that? What are you? Oh, that's the same dude we just got. Okay. Oh, wait. Unfortunately, I actually like catching Pokemon, because I'm a weirdo. Yeah, squirrel! Especially given how quick and easy it is. Yeah, I unironically enjoy catching them all in the more modern games more than the older ones, just because of how smooth of an experience it is. And how I can see under the ground when the camera switches over. I want to be a squirrel. Oh yeah, we're gonna totally just go hog on quick balls when we get there. I mean, I've already given the graphics negatives, plural. There might even be more later down the line, who knows. They're not great. What's really frustrating is you can tell someone on the art team is a talented group, right? As I mentioned earlier, there's real design and thought put into, like, placement and concepts and all sorts of things about the design of it. But the assets they were using were not great. Yeah, if you zoom the camera out, the world actually, like, I mean, just take this shot in for a second. There's a lot of composition going on here, right? Cliffs forming a valley, forming other cliffs, good placement of different types of trees, lighthouses over there, nice bright focus center, very visible from a distance right there. Nice little carved out area for the town to be in, multiple houses, nice little yard thing going on. Like, someone sat and thought about this and spent a long time making it. And then they were given these blades of grass for the grass, right? Like, and yeah, you could literally, even from this distance, see what's going on. This is a good thumbnail shot, actually. I mean, the grass is the least bad thing here. As we've already pointed out, the textures are bad and the culling is just awful, honestly. But anyways. This is just such a weird thing, you know? Of course, S.H.I.E.L.D. was kind of the same way. S.H.I.E.L.D. did a lot right and wrong, too. Oh, well, there's one thing I want to do before we get the bike. And I don't know where it is. Where's the ruins? Does it anything look like ruins around here? Sorry. Do I like Linkara? No! I don't want to say I hate Linkara, but I will go ahead and say that I have an active dislike of Linkara in his reviews. I don't see ruins. I don't see anything ruinsy. Maybe over here? Ah! You mean over here, right? Just to be clear, Legival. Honestly, yeah. It's somewhere around here, then. Okay. Because there's something we gotta do before we progress the plot. Yeah, that's exactly it, Morgan. That's a great way to summarize my opinion, too. Like, someone who's, like, faking negativity in order to, as their shtick can work. See, Yahtzee Croshaw is an example of that. But even Yahtzee has actually gone out of his way to try and tone that down in more recent years because he recognizes that the gimmick has gotten old, right? Like, he'll dip in and out of it, but he tends to be a lot more, like, giving his actual opinion in his videos instead of just trying to be an entertainment shtick. Another one of those ghost birds. Yeah, Angry Joe, that was kind of his shtick for the longest time, too. It's literally in the name. I actually like Fully Ramblematic, especially because his other featured series kind of ties into that immediately. One of my favorite examples of what I'm talking about was actually back in his Zero Punctuation days. I believe it was Mario Galaxy 2. He spent, like, I want to say 80-90% of the video just ranting about how much it sucked. And then, like, right at the end, he had an offhanded line about how awesome it was. And if you went and read his blog, because he had a blog too, you would find out that he really liked Galaxy 2 because he thought it was an awesome game, which makes sense. It is. But you kind of have to divine that, you know? Very true, Zara. Ah, there it is. I see it. I also see a flamingo? Excuse me, a flamigo. My bad. Yeah, there are still people who are still running the gimmick of being permanently angry. A lot of them have drifted into grift. Are in the middle of that drift, or actually grifting right now. One of the two. The Flamigo is mi amigo. And want to be mi amigo? A fighting flyer. That's a hell of a combo. That means a lot to me, Blade 12. 500 base stat total is silly for something I could catch this early on. It's a shame it's not a ghost type. I would totally use that. Nice. The synchronized Pokemon. Nice. Kitten fan. It's a shame double battles are gone forever and are never coming back. Ever, 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 ever. Well, we'll grab you over here. You don't want to be the Grifter Pokemon? Hypno, actually, but still. When Bregwin twitches her nose, she can tell where someone is sleeping and what the person's dreaming about. Yeah, it sounds like Bregwin to me. Oh my god, do you see that picture? Hang on. Yep. Yep, that's Bregwin. I mean, honestly, the answer is to stop watching their videos. But if you want some advice on how to stop watching their videos, I can give some real advice there, legitimately. There it is. There they are. Oh my god, there's a bunch. So, this is going to be a party Pokemon. So I'm going to do a guessing game for this one. If you want to be the Gengar, because we are going to trade this up to Gengar. You can actually trade in this one. Guess a number between 1 and 100. Hang on, let me get my number. Okay. As a reminder, if you've already gotten a box Pokemon, you can have a party Pokemon. You cannot have more than one party Pokemon. That's the rule. Its body is made of gas. Despite lacking substance, it can envelop an opponent of any size and cause suffocation. No, we're doing a ghost type Orpcore. And this is our only ghost we can capture at the moment. So let's see, who won? Oh, excuse me. So that's going to be... Double checking myself here. Only guessed once, Retro Justice. Pretty sure that's Elizar. Yeah. It's 51. No, I do not, Warpcore. But I happen to know there was a ghost over here. I'm going to swap this in right now. We'll scooch out Psycloud for right now. Okay. So now we've done our little side foray thing here. Hang on. Gotta get the coin. Confused right now. Can't stop wondering what's behind that weird door or lid or cover or whatever it was. Maybe a battle will take my mind off of it. It's Axel! Do you got it memorized? Hey look, the Beetleeps went away. Do you really, Elizar? That's fine. In the rock face past here, there's a door or lid or something. It's chained shut. There's a faint light coming through it. I don't know what it could be. Okay, I probably shouldn't keep exploring at this point. Because, like, I've roamed pretty far astray. So, the best advice I could give you is something I learned in person, in real life, long before YouTube ever existed. And that is to remember that whatever they're saying, they don't mean. I know that sounds strange, but let me try to convey this differently. If I tell you that I like Final Fantasy VI, then I mean that. Right? That's an opinion I actually have, and you can respond to that. It is, in fact, human nature to respond to what things other people say as if they mean what they are saying, as if they are legitimately having that opinion. A grifter is lying to you. They do not mean whatever they're saying. They do not care about whatever they profess to care about. That's kind of the point. What they do is they're trying to provoke reaction, positive or negative. Whether you are fully on their side or whether you're fully against them, they want that reaction. That's what gets you invested and keeps you watching them. And then they can sell those clicks in order to get ad revenue and in order to get sale data. That's the grift. It is, of course, this is one of the biggest reasons why so many grifters are almost universally negative. Pokemon Violet is dead. The Pokemon franchise is over. Fans are livid at this new Pokemon game. They don't mean that. They don't care. It's not even in their mind to have an opinion about it. Does that make sense? So anyways, anyone want to be a Chansey? Or I guess a Blissey, excuse me. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, God, Uthor. I don't want to... I don't know, that would make me feel like I need to take a shower. It carefully carries around white rock that it thinks is an egg. It's bothered by how curly its hair looks. Aww. But for real, anybody want to be a Blissey? We could just call it Red. That would be funny. Like, getting a Chansey back in the early generations was insane to do. Even if you had a bunch of Master Balls lying around. No, it doesn't have an egg yet. It's too young. It's a baby Pokemon. Yeah, it is a pocket monster. That's actually what Pokemon stands for. As opposed to a digital monster. Psybeam. Ooh. What was it made of? Magic! I don't know. Nobody knows. But there's this door, Shadow Machine. There's a... Oh, I can interact with it. Faint writing is carved to the shrine. Herein lies sealed the ruinous tablets. Okay. Man, I sure wish I had access to the ability to fly at this early part of the game. Wouldn't that be great? God, that's amazing. You also notice it was really quick, too. I think that's the switch, too, but still. That was just boop, and we're there. Yeah, the flight, the fast travel in the more recent Pokemons has been really, really good. The Fly has existed since Gen 1. But, like, nowadays, whew. Do it, Mr. Red. That sounds awesome. You better share progress, though, or I'm going to be mad. Well, let's test that, Sub-Zero. I don't want to know, Retro Justice. Consider this a warning. Hey, Russ. Okay, so... Looks like I cannot fly to places I haven't been. But I also notice it's not just flight paths, right? I'm saying that wrong. It's not just Poké Centers. Because I can also fly to, like, the Lighthouse. Or my house. So I'm guessing there's going to be several, which was also something they did back in S.H.I.E.L.D. What's that? Oh, that's me. Okay, so I've gotten all of those. Yeah, points of interest, exactly. You're all good, Retro Justice, but that's why that's a warning. Now, if I was a dick, I'd be like, on the spot, because I've known streamers who do exactly that. Not cool, by the way, can we just say. I was actually thinking about that too, Shadow Machine, yeah. So far the tutorialization has been way more smooth than a lot of these tend to be. Okay. So let me do something super quick here. I'm going to be boring on camera, also known as a Tuesday. Oh my god, you're right, Dr. Winter. Okay, we're in Gen 9, right? Yes, perfect. Okay. Perfect. So a Haunter... Sorry, one second. I'm doing a little bit of planning here for my team. Just a little. Okay, so... Yes, we have a time traveler in chat right now. Alright, Ooh! So I need to change my markings. So that's a 20. And that's trade, and that's item, so... Oh no, we'll do that as trade. There we go. And that is item. So this is actually trade, you moron. There we go. So item in level 20. What do you need to be? Yeah, what are the lottery numbers? Quick, little one. So that's going to be 30. Nope, nope, nope. Fletchling. Smooth as butter so far, Ross. That's going to be another 30. Tommy. I have no idea, Elizar. But we'll find out, hopefully. So hang on, how do I get a Pawmot? Walk 1,000 steps using the Let's Go feature. Does that exist? In this game? Oh, Jesus, Uthor. What's the piece? Oh, that's the auto battle. Oh, okay. Auto battle is not too bad. Okay, so in that case... so that's going to be... $18 and... Oh. Pop it. Wait, man. Okay. That's it for now, then. I'll do all the other stuff later. Later. Wow, Shadow Machine. I can't even remember the last time I played a game handheld. I have trouble being comfortable playing a game handheld. Because I'm an old man. So, TV for me. Like, that's kind of how I'm playing right now. I think we will go ahead and pause for lunch. And then we'll finally actually go to school. Maybe.